Hey everybody, I know it's been a while since I've been on here, but we're really starting to get in the process of moving. Um, I went through everyone's clothes. Last night I've been trying to walk around my house, find all the dirty clothes, dirty sheets, blankets, towels, all of that stuff, and get it clean. So last night, well, over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and last night I finished up a couple of the kids' suitcases. I still have one to go. Um, there's no one else here with me. I just look up there to try to think. I'm sorry. That's how I think about what I'm doing. Oh, and I got a haircut. My hair used to be super, super long. And then I'm like, man, I need something different. So here it is. My different hair. So let's put this back behind my ears. And my little baby hair right there. It's so cute. I taught myself how to knit. I frogged it a couple times. Tell you the truth, I just frogged one that I had on here because I did not like how it was going. So I use these are a 19 US and a 15 millimeter. These are huge, really, really big. And so I was just messing around, just like I just saw a video of someone slow motion on how to. I knew how to knit, I just forgot how to cast on. So I will do a cast on with you right quick. Let me find my end. I'm not going to do a very big cast on, so I'm just going to have it from here. Make a little knot. Let me see if I can lower this. A little knot. It's like making a slip knot. Okay, put this over here because you're going to do, this is called, don't mind this big fat gut right here. A long tail cast on. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take these two fingers and you'll make it into a V. And then you're going to go thumb, run the finger, back to the thumb, and pull. Here, let me bring this up a little bit more. Now you have two on your thing. This, so it looks like a V. Then hold these two right here. Then bring it down. And then thumb, finger, thumb. And then you want to pull this one. You don't want to pull from the working. You don't want to pull from the ball. You want to pull this one. So again, hands, finger, thumb, kind of like a diamond. Then you bring it down and it's a V, thumb, finger, thumb. Then you have 4 on your needle. We do some more. Okay. So now this was a scrap from when I did my first just playing around project. So that's good enough for me. Then with the other needle, I always tried to put these things on my needles because I have a 10-year-old, 6-year-old, and a 2-year-old. And the 2-year-old likes to come and he holds it like it's a pencil and just starts putting it up on his face. So if you do not have anywhere to put your needles, I suggest you put the stoppers on it. Okay, so I would originally be done right now. I would put my stopper on, and let's just spread this out a little bit so we can see how many hoops we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if you want it to be an even amount, just take this one off. But it doesn't matter because, yep, we're just playing around. So this, you will no longer need. This is your cast-on tail. So you just don't mess with it. Just put it down here in your hand. Sometimes it doesn't work like that because I got mixed up once too. So now I'm going to take this off. I'm going to put my working yarn in my fingers right here just to get it started. Then behind the first loop, I'm going to go into that first loop behind. Then you're going to wrap it around the one you put behind your loop, pull it out, and as you pull out, you want to turn. Pull down and turn. Let's do that again. Behind, yarn, but in the middle. It's probably an easier way to remember. And then off. Behind, in the middle, because this is your other, you're making your other loop right here. And then in front. And then move the both up a little bit. And then behind, in the middle, up the front. And I would suggest doing the big needles and the thick yarn. This is a bulky 7. This is in Red Heart Grande. So behind, middle, front. Behind, middle, front. Behind, middle, front. Behind, middle, front. This is your last one. Behind, middle, oh, let's do that again, I lost it. Behind, middle, and front. Okay. Now, I'm still learning how to do this, so I'm still working on my tension. But, oh, did I drop one? Oh, no, I didn't. I just didn't work out the kink. So, look. You just did one row. I would recommend making a swatch first. Bring it back up here so you can see my lovely face. I think I might go up. This is a 19. Yes, I think I might go up to a 20 and see what that looks like. Even though it recommends a 19, I like to experiment. Let me put my little hook on here. I've been thirsty for some reason. So if I drink regular water, for long periods of times it gives me headaches, so I drink flavored water. Life Water people, if you're watching, here's a free shout out. I love your water. I do. Let's see. I am a diabetic, so I have to look at the carbs and sugars in water. A lot of waters and other stuff like that has really low carbs, and sometimes they don't even have sugars. But you have to be careful about how many carbs you take in, because the carbs turn into sugar. It's all confusing, but that's what it does. Okay, so I'm just gonna, let me knit one more row so we can make, that's the other problem with this yarn, is if you're not careful, you can go in between the yarns. Because this yarn is so big. Let me put that back down here. Just going back, middle, front, back, middle, front, back, middle, front, back, middle, front, back, middle, front. Okay, and then put that behind it. You see now? Look. This is your wrong side. Wrong side. This is your right side. This looks blue, but it's actually teal. You see that? This was your first, second. And now that we're on the wrong side, it'll be flat, like this. So, bring it back. To the middle, then to the front. The only thing I have trouble with is my tension. But the only way to do that is just to make a scarf. So, just make either a scarf or a really long swatch. I think this scarf would be a good idea, since it's starting to winter will be here before we know it. Especially up in the north. Down here in Texas, we have summer year round. So let me put my little stopper on here. See? Look. Look how easy that was. Yeah, I just had to get over the fear of not being able to do it right. Because everything I do that'll stop her off. Is trial and error. That's really everything that we do in life. Like when we make a mistake, that's trial and error. The definition for insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, the same way, and expecting a different outcome. So, if you never try or try to figure it out, you're just repeating something over and over again, a different way, but expecting the same way, but expecting a different outcome. So, okay. Now we just moved down to wrong, and then a right, then wrong, then right. You see, I'm still new at this, so I think I dropped a stitch. Let me go back. I won't frog it. Just one row. Let me see what I did wrong. And since you're working with such big yarn, it's not that hard to find the loops and put them back on. That's all part of trying something new. Don't be scared. Did I drop it here? No, but I did put it on backwards. So, let me put it on my other one. You guys don't want to see this big mess down here. Okay. Okay, best way for me to find out if I've dropped a stitch is to count my loops. We still have 11, and that's how many we started with. So, I am not sure what happened, but let me put my little thingy on and I'll show you what my playing around did. Now, I have a friend that tries to come at least once a month for craft time. And I started this the day before. And I don't know why not. I had some yarn just laying around. And sorry. So I'm like, so I'll put on maybe 15 to 16 stitches. And then a certain length, I'm like, I wonder what would happen if I would drop if I knit 2 stitches together. So I did that for about 2 rows. And then worked the way up the rest of the way, and then started dropping stitches again. So this is what I came up with. My little bell. The only part I did not know where I messed up is right here. It's supposed to be like that, like this side. But, you know, for my first time doing this with just me, not following a pattern or anything, I did a really good job. Now, at one point I caught myself. I dropped a stitch. And I caught it, and I picked it right back up. But man, I'm so proud of myself. I ain't never knitted before. I only loom knit. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give this a little try. I'm just gonna play around. And so I got this. It's my little bell. I like it. It's so neat. And then I started another. I'm like, hey, why not? I'll just try to make another bell. But without me writing down what I did or remembering what I didn't make a bell. It looks like a pile of poo emoji. Or a candy corn. Just put some orange somewhere. Ooh, that would be a good idea. Figure out how to add some orange in there. Just make orange from here to here, maybe. My goodness. But these are the 2 things that I knitted. This I'm most proud of because I can actually tell what it is. Wow, man. Here, I'll just do it that. Whoop! I'll just do it that way to make it look even, so you can see what I. So you can see it. This is so freaking neat. I can't believe it. Yeah, yeah. I cannot believe that. Ooh. So that has what has been going on. Sorry, I haven't been on in a while, but my family is just passing the stomach bug around and around some more. So if you have not started taking a probiotic, take it. My husband and I, well, I've also been on antibiotics too, so I think that's helped a little. But this is the probiotics we take. So, I have to take the antibiotics because I have a boil on my leg. So I guess with the antibiotics and this stuff together, and me just watching what I eat, trying to get rest, hoping that if I get the stomach bug, I don't get it as bad as I would if I was not taking all the precautions. No one likes to be sick, but eventually at one point it will be my turn to get sick, and at that time I do not want to have it as bad because I still have 3 kids and a house to run and bills to pay and doctor's appointments to take my children to. So if I do get it, I hope that I do not get it as bad as I would have with not taking this. To get this buildup in my system, I take 2 a day for a week. And then I will start taking 1 a day. So, And then I got this stuff for my kids. Yeah, I get this shit when it goes on sale because it's so expensive. Those are for my 2 older ones. And this is for my 2-year-old. I mix it in his bottle, or I mix it in some yogurt. Really, it has helped. It has helped my husband and 2-year-old out tremendously. If you do not take it, please start taking it. This lasts a month. It's $30, but that's how much you would pay for a copay if you have insurance for an antibiotic when you can try to head it off at the pass. It's great so far. It says when traveling, take 2 capsules daily. So we will be traveling, so I'm getting it built up in my system so I can, if I like miss a dose. Says take 1 capsule per day to support digestive health and immunity health. Continue daily. Yes, use suggested. If experiencing occasional digestive upset, take 2 tablets. 1 in the morning, 1 at night until the discomfort subsides. So, Culturelle, it's a shout out to you too. And whomever made this stuff, shout out to you. Free shout out. Now, if you'd like to send me some more of this lovely stuff, that would be great. Companies who make that. 3 kids, military budget, do not have a lot of room for extras. And we consider that an extra because it's so freaking expensive. So, that's what's going on in the Mama of Three's life right now. I should be expecting a yarn package here soon. We all love yarn. So, like I said, trial and error made a bell. And then made a big pile of poo. It started off as a bell and I decreased, and I forgot to continue to decrease this row. And then I'm like, what the heck? I'll just finish it off. So let me show you how to bind off. I'm going to do a couple more rows right quick, and then we will learn to bind off. So, what have you all been doing? There we go. Now, once you get down far enough, you need to move up the stitches on your needle. And remember to remember your tension. Put this down so you can see. Remember your tension. What? Okay, it's just going to have to go like that. Okay, well that's good enough. I guess the yarn got split and I went into a piece of the yarn. There we go. Okay, we're just going to do this row and then I'm going to bind off. That is getting I don't know if it's just the yarn or if it is just that piece. Okay, let's give it a little tug. Okay. Bind off. You're going to do how you do a knit. It's just this yarn. Okay. You're going to knit. You're going to take the next one and knit. Then you're going to bring this, the first loop, this loop, over this loop. You're going to knit. And then this yarn is so big and loose where you can just use your fingers on the last part. If you get it up high enough, you can really do that. Okay. It's this yarn. So it's a good thing we're binding off because I don't want to ruin this to where it's not going to work as well. That was that one that was giving me trouble. Okay, slide you back down. You want to be able to slide it on and off very easily. See how that happened? Very easy. And you just put this one over this one. You will always have one on here. Knit. And then over. Knit. So to me, it's kind of like you're double locking the yarn. So I gotta get situated before I can bring it back up. Okay. Over. Knit. Some people take their needle like this, like that. Knit. And see, now you have this free needle, so you're able to do that. See? I just have to remember that I need to hold my yarn. That yarn will go there. This yarn, to give you room to get into it, and switch fingers. And that's how you close up your thing. Now the way to close this is bring all this through here. Try to get it to where it lines up on the corner. And then there you go. That is a cast on and bind off. My first tutorial! I've been kind of scared to do one because I didn't want to give you guys the wrong information. So, let me get my scissors. So, there we go. It doesn't look the same on the bottom as the top, but that's fine. You know, you'll get better as you do it more. You really will. And look at that. Look how stretchy that is. Look. Mm-mm-mm. You can form it too. Just fix the ends. But look at that. That is great. I am so happy. Yeah, you can do this and make a really, really big scarf. And it depends on how big of how long. I wish they'd use longer needles. I say that now, but then once I get more into knitting, like, no, man, I'll probably want shorter needles. But yeah, this is freaking awesome. Right here. Nice. Well, oh, I've done 3 new things. I learned how to knit. I made 2 crazy things, and then I done this. Oh my goodness, look at that bottom, and look at the top. Let me see if I get it. I didn't make it long enough. Oh, maybe I did. See? It looks good. It's like you can't even tell which one's the top of what. Well, they wouldn't, but you can because you know where you started. Oh, wow. This is neat. I like the top. I like this one better. So, just, ladies and gentlemen, make a swatch. Make a swatch. Wonder what it would look like with just 3. A little longer. Wonder if it would be bunchy or if it would come out. Or if it would come out the same. It's a little longer tail than I want, but just doing my cast on. I think it's this yarn, people. I've got 4 on, and go. There's 4, 5, and it's 6. So, do you see how easy that cast on is? And there's your bottom. And it just looks like a rib. Isn't that neat? Oh, it's just. Now remember your tension. Not too tight, not too loose. I recommend just sitting down, putting some music or TV or an audiobook on, and just work your rows. Now this last one's going to be hard, so it's your first one. I just think I have to have more practice in order to make it look straight. I don't have much more of this yarn. I do have some smaller needles, but all my yarn is packed as in some bins, getting ready to pack away. So let's just continue. And if you relax your hands and your arms, then you'll get more into a rhythm. Sorry, my side itches. You get into a better rhythm. This is a good way to use up oops, scraps too. Just take your needles, get your scrap yarn, and just start going. I think maybe I have enough for 2 more, because this does not use a lot of yarn, even though it's so thick. No, this is the last one, and then I'm going to bind off. Okay. Maybe I should have done that last row. You know what? I got some cream. Ooh, another one. Let's see how I can add some yarn in here. See how this works. Now, I'm going to make a slip knot. See, now this is an experiment in itself. Oh, I'm just playing around, so I'm just tying these two together. Maybe that'll help with whatever problem I'm having with. Sorry, I almost lost my yarn. I guess we can do a couple more rows. But yeah. Okay. Let me undo some more yarn. Okay. Nice and situated. Let me see if I can put this down more without turning it off. Let's do some more. Now I know there's videos out there on how to add yarn better than mine. This is just trying to figure it out, try to figure out what works best for me, and then trial and error again as well. That's where I tied that knot. It's looking pretty good. It is raining here all morning. Okay, that looks pretty good. So pause your video and come back after you get as long as you want, and I'll show you how to do the bind off again. Okay, so I paused my video and I did some more rows. I've got this much yarn. I can probably do one more row. But this looks pretty good. So I'll do one more row and see where that leaves me with the yarn. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and bind off. Remember how we bind it off? You're going to knit, bring it over, knit again, bring it over. You're going to bring the first hoop over the second hoop, and knit again, and bring, whoops, this top one is way too loose. I'm going to have to do it by finger. That one over that one. Then knit, and then bottom over top, knit, bottom over top, knit, bottom over. I like to hold my finger here, top, Neat. Top. Neat. Bottom over top. And my thing is too long, so I'm going to cut it. I'm going to pull this out. I've dropped a stitch somewhere, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm just learning. You could probably even tuck that in and pull it down. But look at that. If you want them to see the white, then this is your front. If not, this is your front. You be the decider of where you want your front to be shown at. And then just weave in your ends. I like this because it looks cuter. Like, that's my hard work right there. So I did 2 samples. I love this sample because I tried something different and it came out very nicely. Don't give up. Please just don't give up. You can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it. So, that is all the time I have right now because I've got stuff to do. I've got to get lunch before my son wakes up. It is raining, so here when it's time for the boys to come home, I have to go down there and pick them up. Oh, I'm getting a little tired myself, but I can't go to sleep because my son's been asleep too long for me to go in there and lay down and actually take a really good nap. So I guess from the mama of 3, I hope you have a great week. Happy third day of the week. I count Sunday as the first day of the week. It is already, no, it's Monday, so it's the second day of the week. I'm like, yeah, I really want to make myself a year older. Tomorrow, the 23rd, is my birthday. So, happy second day of the week. I hope you try something new every day, and I'll try to see y'all later. Bye.